Mr. Lesperance, you won the floor, so go ahead.
My name is Mike Lesperance. I have served as your highway commissioner for the last 4 years. In that time, I have eliminated the highway department's debt, as well as lowered the overall tax levy 5%. In addition to these financial successes, I have also had the pleasure of leading the Nonda crew in numerous work improvement projects and volunteer efforts. The first of which was leading the effort to produce over 88,000 sandbags, saving many homes in the township. During my first term, we were able to expand our salt storage capacity as well as build a new pole barn addition and the organization of our back storage yard into a state-of-the-art operating facility. We developed and executed production of our own salt brine using recycled materials and saving taxpayers over $10,000 a year while effectively keeping our roads safe. Nonda mechanics now do over 95% of our equipment maintenance in-house. And I'll be stopped.
Good evening. My name is Eric Dowd. I've grown up in Nonda Township. I've been here since junior high. Got my wife and my 2 kids. We bought our own house here in 1999. I'm a citizen. I work in finance. I've been in customer service my whole entire career. And I understand there's a need out there to treat the taxpayers like customers, to listen to them, to treat them adequately and fairly, and use the tax dollars wisely. I think that we have a big opportunity here to go line by line and reduce spending, reduce the levy, and have it not impact the quality roads that we have in this township. We've got great staff in place. Hopefully they're going to stay on with me, and we're going to keep going down the road as it was with the safe roads here. I'm happy to run for this office, and I ask for your vote.
Now we get back up to the first question. What in your background is specific to the to help give you the background in maintenance and repair of roadways and ditches and drainage areas?
Well, specific in my background, I've snowplowed commercially for the last 10 years. I've got a pretty good idea of how that works. I've got resources within the township as well as within the county that I rely on for information and vetting and things of that nature. You know, to be a highway commissioner, all you need to be is a voter and live in the township for a year. That's all you need to be. Anybody in this room most likely to qualify. So there isn't any specific background you need to have in being able to repair roads, pave roads, deal with culverts. We've got a great staff in place. We've got over 100 years working on these roads in this township, in the garage. I don't need to have the background in that. I've got the management, I've got the leadership background, and I've got the finance background to lead the team and to reduce the taxes and the levies in this town.
I know that you'd like to express your vote for one side or the other, but we'd actually like to let them have a chance. We'll all get a chance to talk from at the end, but please, yeah, thank you.
Before being the road commissioner, I was an excavator and sewer water contractor for better than 30 years. I worked almost exclusively in McHenry County. I've plowed for them 30 years. I don't like snow plowing. It's a necessity. It requires you to be out of bed at 2 o'clock in the morning, such as this morning. You have to drive the roads. Affirmative, you need to dispatch 13 men, call them out of their home at all hours of the day or night without them having enough time to eat or sleep, whatever the case may be. I think to be a good highway commissioner, you need to know the pain that them men feel when they're out all hours of the night, putting their lives on the line, keeping our roads safe. I plowed with the guys for the last 3 years. I'm not plowing this year because of this campaign. I have a CDL. I've had it for 30 years. I've drove for 30 years. And I've thoroughly enjoyed working here for the last 4.
What is your position on township consolidation?
I think township consolidation is a joke. I don't think that bigger government has ever been more efficient. The county doesn't get the same numbers that we get at the road district for their unit pricing of work. The state doesn't get the numbers we get. The state's numbers are near double the unit prices that we pay at the road district. So I don't know, I can't even comprehend how people would think that bigger government is going to be cheaper. It's going to be union, it's just going to be more expensive. So, but if you could prove to me that it was more cost effective, I'm a taxpayer too.
My opinion on township consolidation, Illinois has way too many units of government. We lead the nation by a lot. Does that mean I'm for it? No. I am a look at the numbers guy. I want to see it spelled out. I haven't seen it spelled out for me where eliminating townships makes sense at this point in time. We've got issues that need to happen in Springfield and clarification there. So at this time, I don't see that as feasible. But again, show me the numbers, show me where the money is, and we'll make that decision. But as of right now, I don't consider township consolidation use of the other reference.
At this point, you have either, well, the next question is, do you have any suggestions, either do you have any suggestions for the department to save taxpayer dollars?
Again, line by line, I've gone over some of the past budgets, and it was mentioned up here by the trustees, you know, the road district's got $5,000 towards a newsletter. Doesn't seem like that's helping our roads any. Line by line, efficiency, safe roads. I'm sure when the levy was submitted in November, it was flat. There couldn't be anything cut. My name went in the hat, 5% magically came out of the air. So it wasn't said where it came from, but all of a sudden 5% was going to be cut. It was the first time that's happened in the last 4 years. So that's, obviously there's cuts to be made. I'm going to look at them line by line, going to go over with the staff, and we'll make those decisions in cooperation with the board.
Well, that's just a flat out lie, or you don't know how to read the financials, because taxes, the levy has been cut in Nonda Township Road District for 3 out of the last 4 years. And that wasn't an automatic, that wasn't a one-time 5%. That completed the 5% reduction for a total of $167,000. That's not a promise, that's what I did. I reduced the taxes in the Nonda Township levy over a period of 4 years, not after your candidacy was announced, just so we're clear. And then, but I don't even remember the question at this point.
How would you save tax dollars?
Well, the same way I have been. I work. I don't just sit in the office. I don't much enjoy being in the office. I'm a blue collar guy. I figure we have one less guy out there if I'm able to work. So I come in early, I do the office work. I come in after the crew goes home. I do the office work. On days when I need to be in there, day after day after day, I will, but only out of necessity. I've saved you 5% combined over the last 4 years. Is there another 5% there? I don't know. But I can tell you that we have a revolving door at the Nonda Township Road District. I can tell you that our men are underpaid, that they don't get near what they deserve. So before I cut any more, they will get what they have coming. They've been really patient with me. They let me adjust their benefit package. Most of them went from 11 paid weeks off a year down to 5. And, where's my green stuff?
What highway services could the township improve upon?
All of them. We continue to get better at everything we do. I don't make the calls on snow and ice all the time. It's a team effort. If one of the guys happen to be up or out and they see it's snowy or icy, they're calling the foreman, he makes the calls. I drive the roads, I call the foreman, I make a suggestion. He's been making the calls for the last 10 years. He does an excellent job. But every season, I've noticed over the last 4, he gets better. Our asphalt foreman is sitting in the audience. Every year, he gets better. The young man that runs the office, every year, he gets better. The tree crew gets better every year. The ditching crew gets better every year. We save by doing our work in-house, and we save by our guys gaining experience. But when there's a revolving door because the wages are too low, it's the highway commissioner's job to fix that.
Good question.
What highway services could the township improve upon?
As I said, the crew that's out there is probably second to none. As far as their work goes, they're doing a great job. We talked about snow plowing and what that involves. I have a full-time job, and I also snow plow in addition to. So I know what it's like to get up at 2 o'clock in the morning as well, and get up and leave my family at home and drive the same unsafe roads. So I can understand what they're going through, and I appreciate it, because it's definitely a calling. I mean, you either have it in you or you don't. When the call comes, you don't want to get up, but you know you got a couple minutes to get out of bed, get your shoes on and go. These guys are doing a great job. We'll leave it at that.
How would you improve relations with your constituents?
As I said previously, I've been in customer service my whole life. The first thing I would do is I would talk to them. I would get input from them. I would be proactive. If I had a ditch that needed to be dug, or a culvert, or if we needed to pop through a road, I would talk to the residents before I did it. I would hold a town meeting. I would meet with the community before I destroyed any private property. I would talk to these people. I would get their input, and I would get on the same page with them. I would have the staff do the same. I would meet with the board as well. Customer service has been my life. I understand and I respect taxpayers as customers, and I don't think they're often treated that way.
Well, it's called relationships, and it takes time. And through an investment of time and relationships with people, you build trust and you build understanding. The highway commissioner doesn't have the luxury of holding town meetings every time something needs to be done. He's charged with the responsibility of making the decisions and making them quickly. That's what it takes to make roads safe. When a tree needs to come down, you only take it down if it's in the right of way. When a fence needs to come down, you only take it down if it's in the right of way. When a ditch needs to be dug, you only dig it if it's in the right of way. Roads need to be resurfaced, you only do it if it's in the right of way. This doesn't require resident participation. You have to be a leader to be in charge of the road district. You have to be able to make decisions, and you don't always make perfect decisions every time you're up to bat. You know, I've struck out a few times. I haven't done this job perfect, but I've done it the best I could every day.
Will this be your only full-time job?
Yes, sir.
You will.
That's the last of my questions. You've got 2 minutes, and
There were other questions.
yes, there are. I agree there are some other questions, and I tried to make certain that they weren't pointed for one person or the other. That is one of the options that I have. Mr. Dow, would you like to go first?
I'd like to thank you all for coming out. Some of the things I've noticed, we're all busy. We've all got kids, we've all got families, and we're all busting our rear ends trying to pay these taxes in this township, this county, and this state. I thank you for coming out. I thank you for participating in this election. I thank those who have stepped up and run for office. I ask for your vote because I want to run this department like a business. I want to go line by line. I want to look at cuts that can be made. It doesn't mean cutting employees' salaries. It doesn't mean reducing benefits. It doesn't mean anything to negatively impact the great crew that we have. What it means is things that are unnecessary to provide safe roads for the township. That's what I want to look at. If it doesn't involve providing safe roads for the township, let's see if we can get rid of it, reduce it, whatever it is, to try and provide some relief to the taxpayers. I've been in customer service my whole life. I plan on running this department that way as well. And again, I thank you for your vote and your time this evening.
As I was saying in my opening statement, the Nonda mechanics do a great job of taking care of our equipment. Our asphalt crew is exceeding all expectations in both production and quality. We've been able to obtain millions of dollars worth of grants to upgrade our roads in the last 4 years. The grants are forthcoming. They've all been approved. The latest, I got a list of some of them I think I'll tell you about. In 2013, the first one was we got reimbursed $250,000 after we applied to FEMA. Next, we assisted Bow Valley, Woodstock, and Door Township in improving Bow Valley Road and Country Club Road, receiving $1.5 million grant for that one. December 1st of 2016, we received a $617,400 grant for safety improvements on Lily Lake Road. And the latest is we received a $1.6 million grant to add stoplights and turning lanes at Nish and Route 176. Lastly, we've received a $3 million grant through the McCog, the mayoral council of mayors here in McHenry County, to assist Bow Valley in completion of Crystal Springs Road. That's going to be done this year. With my 35 years of experience here in McHenry County, I've been able to effectively serve the township as highway commissioner. Not only do I have the necessary CDL and experience, but I also have the financial intelligence to cut spending, lower taxes, and more effectively take care of our community's roads. Thank you.